Hey, thank you for checking in my video. I am Jerry with Christian Preppers, and I am trying to see if I can be used and help save a human being's life by proxy. The way that I'm hoping to do that is by helping you folks have some pointers, some tips, some things that you can use, things that I picked up when I was in Ukraine on the front lines, trying to help people. And I've went to different places, responding to hurricanes and stuff like that, and got the opportunity to be able to change their people's wounds, put on tourniquets, pack serious injuries, different things along those lines, which really give me an absolute trial by fire type situation, to try to help people and keep them alive, because I'm not there. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not there to save a person's life. I'm there to try to help save their souls. But it's pretty hard to save a person's soul when they're dead. So being able to minister to them is a big deal, and that's what Christian Preppers is all about. It's all about ministering to people, helping people, and being able to help them through a really difficult situation in their lives. So it doesn't always have to be something medical related. It can literally just be getting them clean water, clean food, just being there just to kind of, honestly, just mourn with them in some situations. It's very rewarding to be used by the Lord to bless people and help people. So this video is on part of your IFAK or your first aid kit, or whatever term that you would have for that, your medical pack, whatever terminology you want to use. So I've been trying to go through some of the things. So I just did a video on shears that I really liked, axe shears. On this video, we're going to be talking about these minor surgical kits. This one's like 30 bucks plus tax. I can't praise something like this enough. Like I can't give a minor surgical kit enough praise. These things are so amazing, and you will use them at home probably just as much as you'll use it if you end up going out into the field to help people. They just come in so handy. It's unbelievable how handy they are. Now, hopefully there's some things in here that you'll never need to use, but God willing, if you do, God will put you in a position where you can bless and help someone and maybe save their life, that you can give them the gospel message and help them to have that relationship, to be reconciled to God through Jesus our Savior. So okay, what exactly is a minor surgical kit? Well, it's exactly what it says, right? So this one here, you can kind of see, and it's got this snap clip at the back. So you've got this loop. It's sort of MOLLE pack ready. You can put it onto anything you want, really, a belt, a loop. I mean, anything where you can slip this little strap through, it will hold it. Mine sits just literally on the very top of my smaller first aid kit. I'm really sorry. I haven't figured out this whole camera thing yet, so I keep cutting off the top of my own head. But at least I've got my cardboard box. So anyway, here we go. So open this up, and in here is a little pocket, and in the pocket you have some antiseptic wipes. I really prefer iodine. I think iodine's much better. You have some number 10 scalpels. Sorry, my brain wasn't getting that word for a second. So you have some number 10 scalpels. You have 3. I can't remember how many came in the pack originally, but I do resupply occasionally. So let's get into some of the tools that's in here. So everything is nicely in here. It fits in. You have these little elasticated sort of holders that holds everything in place. It's just a great kit. I mean, for 30 bucks, like for $30, you just can't beat this thing. So everything in here is surgical grade. So let's start off with this. So this is your scalpel holder handle. All right. So the scalpel just goes onto the top of this and just slides on. And then this is what you would use with the scalpel on to make your cuts. So great tool. Okay, this is essentially your it's a needle probe. This thing here, I mean, this thing is amazing. It's crazy how many things. I don't know if you can see this in the camera or if it's going to focus. I don't think it's going to focus. How many things this comes in handy for. Literally from just removing slithers. My wife keeps telling me they're called something else over here. Slivers. So for removing slivers, and just helping just to clean, manipulate, even using it to hold things back. I mean, there's just, you'd be surprised how many things that you would use this for that you just would never have thought of. All right, tweezers. What I really like about these tweezers, so like I said, everything in here is surgical grade. These tweezers actually work. They actually grab things and they hold on to them as you're trying to pull them out. You get tweezers that come in like, you know, manicure kits that are usually, to be quite honest, pretty crap. These are not. These are actually good, really solid tweezers that come in very handy. We have some nice scissors. Great for cutting your sutures, all kinds of things, cutting bandages away if you want to change out your bandages or any kind of stuff like that. They are surprisingly sharp and work really, really well. So got our scissors. Okay, let's see. These are our curved hemostats. So what is a hemostat? Well, I'm going to show you a little bit better in one of the straight hemostats. So this is the short, straight hemostat. And if you look at the bottom here, you'll see that it's got like a clamping system. So if I just open it up there, see if you can see that. See the ridges? So the ridges, when you push the handle together, they clamp in place and it holds. So you have to push the handles away from each other to release. Now, these things save lives. These things are absolutely incredible. And they do such an amazing job at helping even just things from cleaning out a wound. But if you can get these, if you have an arterial bleed and you can clamp that artery with these, that's incredible. These things will hold on to it. You can tape them in place, bandage up, stabilize the person until you can get them to a surgeon. These things will absolutely, and in many ways, they can be even quicker than trying to put on a tourniquet. And more effective. When you clamp down on that vein, these things are very, very effective at holding in place and preventing any more blood from coming out of that vein. So you have to, this whole kit is just literally worth one pair of these. You know, I know you can buy these individually, you know, cheaper, but I'm telling you, this whole kit could save somebody's life just simply for these. So they can help with sutures, they can all kinds of stuff. This is a longer hemostat, has a slightly longer head. Just being able to clamp down on something a little bit longer, or just if you want to even just clamp down on a piece of flesh or pulling some skin out of the way. When you clamp down on these things, they do not let go. I mean, you're essentially pulling whatever you're clamped onto is essentially getting pulled off. These things just do not let go. They work incredibly well. Obviously, you have different stages, but depending on how wide of a piece of material or a vein or whatever it is you're trying to clamp onto. So you can all the way in, and that is super tight. So just this kit, you have to get one. If you have a first aid kit, if you are trying to be prepared, I've said before in a previous video, bleeding is the largest cause of preventable death in the world. A kit like this can actually help prevent a person bleeding out and dying. Is it gross? Is it icky? Yes, but get some training. Get some training. Just reach out to your local fire department, your local clinics, your local colleges, medical colleges, whatever the case is. See if there's any courses, Google courses in your area that might even teach you how to be able to use some of these tools. You can literally just get tiny little things. Remember what I said before? Your arteries are roughly, your largest arteries are roughly the size of your pinky, right? So maybe just a wee bit smaller than that, right? But that's how big a lot of your arteries are. They're a lot bigger than you think. So being able to clamp one of those down and stop yourself from stop the bleeding, literally could save a person's life. For $29, you know, get some training. At minimum, watch some videos. At minimum, watch some videos. But don't ever try to use this on somebody without knowing it's a life or death situation. I am not a medical professional, so you need to be confident that what you're doing. There's a law called the Good Samaritan law, and the Good Samaritan law covers you when you have good intentions within your skill set. So if you have good intentions within your skill set, so you can't go ahead and start trying to perform some kind of minor surgery on a person without any kind of training whatsoever. You're going to get sued, and you could cause the person to die. So it's really important that you get some kind of training. And even though I've had some basic training, trained under some combat medics and stuff like that, being shown stuff in the field, I don't consider it to be really competent. I don't consider myself competent. In a pinch, when there was no one else around, I did what I felt like I had to do to try to help and bless the person. I'm talking about in a significant event. Essentially, the crap has hit the fan, there's no one else around, and that's where these kits could be the difference between somebody staying alive and somebody passing away. But what will make an even bigger difference than just having something like this kit is having good quality training from a professional. Highly recommend it. Hey, let me know what you think of these videos. If you have any comments, hey, go ahead, put them in the comment section, give me a like, and please subscribe. I'm trying to grow this video, and leave your comments. If you've got useful information that you can leave in the comments that other people can read, that could literally make a difference between a person surviving and not surviving, don't hold back. Like, please put that comment in there. I don't care if it's critiquing me, that's fine. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert in anything. So I could use the advice just as much as anybody else. And if you're not comfortable spreading this video, even if you just promote people getting a minor surgical kit in your own words, in your own channel, whatever way you want, please go ahead and do it. You will not regret it. And if you buy one of these, you will not regret it. All right, God bless, guys. Talk to you soon.